Now let's ask the question: how much does it compare to the DVD? Now there was a lot of things that you would have noticed when watching this. One thing, playing this in VLCs is a pain in the ass. It said that it was 38 hours long, and there was a bunch of audio and visual glitches, and it's not because there's scratches or stuff in the back of this. No, these copies are perfectly clean. Both these discs are perfectly clean. So trying to play it on modern hardware and software is a pain in the ass. Luckily, you can still do it. It's just you won't be able to use the arrow keys to skip around the movie. You would have to use the mouse. And of course, there's the audio and video glitches that were happening, and it's generally slower than the DVD. But that's to be expected with a more obsolete disc, you know. And of course, the video quality is a lot lower than the DVD. I would say the DVD runs at 480. I would say this is around between 360 and 240. Of course, they had to make it smaller so it would actually fit on one of these discs, so you wouldn't have to put in like 6 discs. Now, answering the question, what happens during the halfway through the movie? It just fucking ends. There is no put in disc 2, you know? No, it just ends. Now, if I had a VCD player, it might say something, but I don't know. It might just end as well and go back to like the fucking main title. And that's another thing that I realized. You have to go to Title 1 on this. Title 0 is like the FBI warnings and shit. So, if you want to watch this, make sure you put it on Title 1 so you can actually watch it. Now, one thing that caught my eye was this had English subtitles. And that is because this is it's a CD. CDs are not region locked. You can play a CD on anything. Like this audio CD. If I imported this audio CD from Japan, I could play it on a US CD player. And VCDs are the same way. This was made for resale in Hong Kong and Macau. I don't know how to pronounce that one. But yeah, this was made for Hong Kong selling. This was imported from fucking Japan. So it has Chinese and English subtitles. This was made to be sold in Hong Kong. So this came from Hong Kong. Someone in Japan owned it and then gave it to me. It's so fucking weird, but yeah. So yeah, this is a Chinese disc. I think Chinese discs are like region 4. And the fact that this plays on my region 1 computer is fucking crazy. You would not be able to do the same with something like this. If this was region 4, you could not play it on a region 1 computer. You would have to switch up the fucking disc and shit. But yeah. Yep. That's my little review of VCDs. Honestly, it was a pretty cool concept. If I get more, I'll definitely show them off, but I'm not planning on it. I only bought this because it was funny and it was $8 and the listing said rare. I paid $8 for this, and honestly, I'm not too disappointed. It's neat that I have this, I guess. But yeah, honestly, like VCDs, there's a reason they're obsolete. The low quality, not being able to play on modern stuff. There's a reason it's obsolete. And that's definitely why DVD beat it out of the fucking park. This will never compare to this. And if I owned the Blu-ray to this, I'm not paying $100 to own the Blu-ray to this. If I owned the Blu-ray to this, the Blu-ray would beat this. So you're going from in between 360 and 240p to 480 to 1080, you know. But it's still a neat thing to own. If you have a VCD, well, you have one. There isn't much to say. It's the VCD is not really an interesting topic. It's not something like a laser disc or fucking cassette, you know. It's just that weird format that existed for a little bit. It wasn't really in competition with anything. I mean, it sort of beat out VHS because it was digital, is a digital disc, but like I'm pretty sure VHS continued way longer than this did. But I'm not too angry at this. This was a pretty good. I mean, for the time, this was the best you got out of digital. So you can get what you get. And then, of course, DVD came by, and everyone was like, "Oh yeah, I want to start using these." So I think VCDs are neat. It was a neat part of video history, but honestly, it's not really worth picking up. If you have one, cool, but if you want to collect these, go right ahead. No one's stopping you. But like, if you're legitimately gonna buy one of these because you want to watch the movie that's on it, I would personally not recommend it. This cannot play on most things. If you want to buy a movie, you either buy the DVD or the Blu-ray of it. If I had to choose, I would say DVD. DVD is way better. There's more DVD players than there are Blu-ray players. So if you want to own a movie, buy the DVD. Or if you really want that high quality, you buy the Blu-ray. But if you are thinking about buying a VCD in 2022, I wouldn't do it. It's not worth it. It's not worth the money. The fact that I spent $8 on this is funny. And I just bought it because it would be funny, and it's one of my favorite Japanese horror films. So yeah, that was my little video on VCDs. Honestly, a really interesting format. I think I literally said this exact line at the beginning of this segment. It's interesting.